whispering in the trees. It's two cities and they're only.
Oh, it's caller Smackdown time. Let's go to Joe from Highland in his own defense. Hello, Joe.
You don't want to. No, I'm not even going to try and defend. You hear those people that make idiotic statements. So I'm amused. That's what I am. These people that are protesting, preacher, do you think they're protesting at the wrong place? They ought to be protesting by the White House.
Well, here, let me say what I have to say about that.
Yeah.
Normally, as far as I understand protests, and you can ask any good protester, ask Deedlo tomorrow, maybe he can explain it. He was up in the trees and leading the march. Come on, let's go, knock them down. I was never into that bag, but if I was, normally the protests and the protesters are protesting against the establishment, and that's Barack Obama. But in this case, Barack Obama is encouraging the protesting, which is what I'm trying to tell you. This is it. This is it. It's here. It starts out with the protest, just like I told you. Communism is only one good fist fight away from socialism. That's all it is. If they can't accomplish and get what they want, and they see themselves actually losing what they have, that's when the fist fights start, and that's when things could get out of control. And you have a president, I can't remember ever a president endorsing this type of behavior. But we've never had a president who is absolutely positively socialist in theory and principle, and I think he's just a hair's breadth away from being a communist. That's the way I see it, and that's the way I've seen it from day one with this Obama.
You know what, preacher? And it's sad because Nancy Pelosi is certainly encouraging it. The Democratic Party is encouraging it. And what's sad about it is that the unions are encouraging this. And are they? Do I hear right that the people are saying there's no violence when you 700 people arrested? They had to use extra buses to transport these people to jail, and free love, and pot smoking is rampant.
It's a couple of they're spending. The city of New York thus far is spending millions of dollars to protect property and keep order. This is millions of dollars that they do not have, all for a bunch of knuckleheads and some strong-arm union guys.
Preacher, you are a highly regarded businessman. Would you like to have a business right there in the heart of that protest there where your toilets are trashed and the toilets are plugged up?
Yeah, I would. You know what business I want? I want the torch and pitchfork concession. That's what I want.
And do a number 2 on the
Get
police cars and
here.
urinating all over wherever you want to. And how many little pregnant grandmothers are going to be happy because they just found out their lovely little daughter is pregnant?
Did you see the people having sex?
No, I didn't see it, but they had videos of that right in the open. So
Rex, get the video.
And preacher, can you imagine right in our own area, right here at Wicker Park? Suppose all these protesters invaded Wicker Park. Would that be acceptable? I say this: as long as it's somewhere else where it doesn't affect these people, it's okay. They back it. But would they like to have them come into Munster? And did you see the trash that's when they take pictures of it? You won't see it on the liberal press, but of course I see it maybe on Fox News will print it and broadcast it. But anyway, I wouldn't want those people over here.
Joe, you're not far. And get a mulligan if you're not watching Fox in the next hour or so. This is how very, very serious, unusual things begin. This is exactly how. They don't necessarily begin with an airplane flying into a skyscraper. I know that they're giving what's his name credit. What's his name? Jeff Beck, Glenn Beck. But I was a few months ahead of the curve with the prediction that what was happening in Europe and in Egypt and a couple of Tunisia and a few other places where the President of the United States was saying this is okay, even though it was being backed and organized by the Muslim Brotherhood, we still found some type of common ground to drag the bum out. That the people's voices must be heard. Hillary Clinton herself said we can work with these knuckleheads. No, that word popped up again. Say the secret word, win $100. When the United States government is advocating violence in the streets, and don't think that there wasn't violence both ways.